I'm the founder of 10sforthekids.com, and if you like this video, don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with as many people as you can. And if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, kindly do it so that you don't miss any of my videos. So without any delay, let's get started. And today we are gonna do a very interesting topic. Today we are gonna learn about encapsulation. So I have a sample code over here right now, but first of all, before diving deep into this code, we'll just see what exactly is encapsulation. So the meaning of encapsulation is to make sure that sensitive data is hidden from the users. So basically the meaning of encapsulation makes sure that any sensitive data is hidden from the users. To achieve this, you must declare class variables or attributes as private so that you don't your sensitive data is um, hidden from users. So to achieve that, you have to declare class variables, or you can say attributes, as private. So you have to give attributes as private, and you have to use the private modifier, right? And if you don't know about modifiers, just check out my modifiers video. It's a very cool concept. And the second point is, so that your sensitive data is hidden from users, you need to provide public get and set methods to access and update the value of a private variable. So you just need to set and get method for to update that private variable's value, right? And we don't know how to create set and get methods, so we'll just see it via this example, right? So over here, let's see. We have a main.java and we have a person.java. In this person.java, we have a private variable, private string type variable named name, right? And then we have a public method that will return a string, and its name is get name, and it will just return the name, right? Whatever name is there, it will return it, right? And then public void set name, and this will get a string that is new name. Okay, so this method will get a string and it will not return anything, and it will just do this dot name equals new name. So what is happening in the setter? In the setter, what is happening? This dot name, this is referring to the object that is created of the class object that is created. So whenever set name will be called, that object that is created from this class will be referred. So like if we create a my object from this class and call the set name, what will happen? It will do my object dot name. So my object's name, it will set new name to new name, right? And what is happening over here? We can't, as we know, we can't access this private variable in any other class that is like main, right? And basically, if we want to change its value or access it, we need a getter and setter. Getter method is a public method that will be in the class, in this person class only, and it will return that private variable. And once that private variable is returned, we'll get that it's basically it will return its value, right? It will return the private variable's value that we will get wherever we call it, right? So that's how we will get the private variable's value. And if you want to change its value, what we'll do, the set name method will basically change its value, right? So it will change its value. Okay, and it will not return anything, it will just change its value, right? In any other class, wherever we call it. And I hope you understood this. So this is basically what is happening. This is referring to the object that is created using the person class, right? So like a my object is created using the person class, so this will refer to the my object dot name. My object dot name will be this name thing, name attribute, and it will set it to new name. Whatever we pass this method, pass to this method, it will set the value of name to that. And now let's look at main.java. In this we have a class main in our main function, main method, in which we are creating a person object, my object, right? And then we are doing set name John. So when we are doing my object dot set name John, what is happening? It is basically um, when we are doing my object dot set name John, a set name is doing this dot name equals whatever is passed. So this is referring to this my object, right? This is referring to the object that is that has been created using the person class. So this is referring to my object, and that object on which we are calling set name, right? So there can be multiple objects of the person class, but this will refer to that object on which we are calling the method on, right? So it is referring to my object, so it is doing my object dot name equals to whatever we have passed, that is John. So it will do my object dot name equals to John, and then we are printing out my object dot get name, so it will return us the value of the name, right? And then we are just printing it out using system.out.println. So this is gonna work. Like, this is the setter and getter concept, guys. This is a very important concept, and if you haven't understood this, just rewind the video and you will get to understand it, right? And you can see we are getting John over here. So we changed the value to John. That there was an empty value first, but we changed it to John using the setter method, and then we printed out its value using the getter method, right? And now if you want to see why this is used, we can't change private variables. So if we just try to do my object dot name equals to John directly, John, and then we are doing my object dot name. So as the name attribute is private, it is private, so we can only access it in the same class, whereas we are accessing it in a different class called main, and now we are accessing it in the different class called main. That's why it will lead us to an error, because we can only access it in the same person's class only, and now we are trying to change its value without the permissions, right? We don't have the right permissions to change it. We can only change it through the setter, and we can only get its values through the getter. So it is saying error name has private access in person. So the name has private access in person, that's why we are not able to change it like this, but a setter and getter can change it. Guys, this is very, very, very important. And then we are doing name has private access in person, so when we are accessing it, then also it is giving us an error, because name is private, and we can only according to the modifier private modifier rules, we can only access the method or the attribute in the same class, not in any other class. But over here we tried to access this name attribute in the other class, though it is a private variable, uh, private attribute. That's why it is leading us to an error. But setters can change the value and getters can bring the value. This is the use. And now you must be thinking, why should you use encapsulation, right? Why should you? So basically, it is better control of class. You'll get a better control of class attributes and methods. So using getters and setters, using encapsulation, you will get better control of the class attributes and methods, right? Then the using encapsulation, class attributes can be made read only, so you can make the class attributes read only, right? So like read only using the get method. So if you just declare a get method and not the set method of a variable, then that variable is read only. That private attribute is read only, because there's no setter and we cannot change its value anyway, right? And or we can make it only write only. We can't read its value, but we can make it write only, right? If we just don't give the getter, and we'll just define the setter, right? So let's see this. If I remove this getter, this is now write only, because there's no way how we can access it, right? So we can only use the setter to set its value. But if I remove this, then there's no way how I can set the value, because it's a private variable. I cannot directly set its value. I can only access its value using get name, right? So we can make a variable read only or write only. Then the third point is that using encapsulation, you'll get more flexibility, right? The programmer can change one part of the code without affecting other parts. So you can change one part of the code and without changing the other parts. This is flexibility. You'll get flexibility with encapsulation. And then finally, you will have increased security of data. There will be an increased security of data because you cannot directly change the value of the attribute, and you can just get it or set it using the getters and setters, right? So this was encapsulation, guys. I hope you like this video. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button and share this video with as many people as you can. Thank you, guys. Bye. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep watching my videos. Dab.